I don't know the number, forgive me, the number of the shot. President Trump on Air Force One on Sunday night when he was asked about the testimony of Tulsi Gabbard. Now, Tulsi Gabbard's, Chris, he's so good at this, has taken Director Gabbard's testimony and put it into what President Trump said. So you're going to see a reporter question him, his partial answer, Director Gabbard's testimony under oath, and then a zinger from the president.
You've always said that you don't believe Iran should be able to have a nuclear weapon, but how close do you personally think that they were to getting one? Because Tulsi Gabbard testified at March that the intelligence community said Iran wasn't building a nuclear weapon.
The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon.
Hear what she said. I think they were very close to having it.
I think they were very close. All right, he gets it from some other source. Should she resign because of his public admonition of her statement? Her statement wasn't just a personal opinion, it was a professional assessment based upon the work of thousands of intelligence officers.
Well, Judge, let's be frank. Arrogance and self-delusion always triumph over reason. That's what we're watching in Washington, D.C. Just as we heard yesterday, the utterly ridiculous statement by Senator Cruz that if we don't find a way to destroy Iran, we'll be fighting them in New York City or something. This is reminiscent of LBJ making similarly ridiculous statements about the VC, the Viet Cong in North Vietnam. If we don't fight them there, they'll come here. We heard at the time the four-star General Abizaid make the same comments. The tragedy is that President Trump has joined the uni-party, and he is going along with what the Senate and the CIA and others want. Tulsi Gabbard has stated the truth as far as she knows it, and I happen to think that she's correct. And that takes a lot of guts. But she, unfortunately, is one voice in what is otherwise a wilderness in Washington. And if he presses ahead, as I think he will, and launches these attacks, then I think Tulsi Gabbard is faced with a very serious question. How much longer do you want to be part of this? Because ultimately you have no influence, no impact, and this is a runaway train that you cannot conceivably stop.
Are you of the understanding, Colonel, that elements in the American intelligence community are trying to isolate or get rid of her?
Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely. One of the things that I think President Trump learned during his first term was that the federal bureaucracy and the people that dominate it and the people that control the Hill, the Israel lobby and others, and the military-industrial complex that we talk about that is very much a part of this whole establishment pushing for war, were against him. He found that out. He's decided this time around to join them, presumably because he discovered that he couldn't beat them. I can't figure out any other reason why he would have done so. And I think he has decided to believe those around him. You know, there's this very dangerous but seductive argument. Oh, Iran is weak. Iran can't really do anything. They're incompetent. Don't you remember hearing something like that about Russia just a few years ago? And everyone said the same thing. Ukrainians were winning. Ukraine will triumph. The same people are making the same arguments right now about Iran. And I think it's a very dangerous argument to make, and I think it's going to lead to disaster. And I'm sure that Tulsi Gabbard has reached the same conclusion. But I see absolutely no evidence that she can throw herself in front of this on-rushing locomotive and stop it.